Good morning and welcome back to Black Bear Forge. Looks like we've got some more mail to open. This is another one of those things that I had no idea was coming. Nobody sent me an email or anything to say, I'm sending you a box. And this is a pretty darn big box that he sent. So that's going to be something interesting to look at. But I've got some t-shirt news first. And we're going to start with the Devil's Blacksmith t-shirt. I did a little video on the Devil's Blacksmith project being completed and their DVDs being ready to go out there. If you're interested in learning about the style of work that went into the hinges on the Notre Dame Cathedral, that's what these guys are all about. But we're giving away one of their t-shirts and I have drawn a winner. So Johnny Houston, I've got a large shirt for you, just the size you said you wore. And to the other 200 plus people who commented on that video, I'm sorry I only had one shirt and the sizes were limited, but I appreciate your comments nonetheless. So Johnny, go to your original comment on YouTube. I've left my email address as a reply to your comment. Send me an email with your shipping address and I'll get this right out in the mail for you. But there is more t-shirt news, and the other news is that I've got some new Black Bear Forge t-shirts in. This time they're a maroon color, still the same 100% cotton t-shirt with a pocket, but this time there's a little difference in the back of the shirt. This time we have the same bear, but he's working under the new Samac power hammer. I thought that seemed appropriate after we got the new hammer. And I want to thank Mr. Derek Knobs, who is somebody that my wife found on Instagram. He is a graphic artist, and he is the one that has taken my ideas, both for the bear at the anvil and the old shirt design, and the new shirt with the bear at the Samac hammer, and turned them into something that actually looks like a good t-shirt, instead of just my random thought process. These shirts are available in a variety of sizes, from small to 4 extra large, which is the largest shirt that I can find readily available. So if you're larger than that, I'm sorry, I just don't have a good way to get shirts like that printed. But I've got a number of them in every size. I try to guess which sizes are the most popular so we don't sell out the first day of any one size. And those will all be available over on the Etsy shop. I will try to get those listed tonight before I edit this video. So by the time you see this, you should be able to go over to the Etsy shop and order a t-shirt if you're interested. And even though there's always a link to the Etsy shop down in the video description, I'll put a second link up higher where it's easier to find and you don't have to search for it so much. But now it's on to this very interesting box. I have no idea what's in this. But we are going to find out. And this comes from Carl in Ogdensburg, New York. Oh, it looks like we have a note. That's always handy. I've only been doing blacksmithing a short time, and in the short time involved, you have been like a mentor for me. I have watched all of your videos dealing with blacksmithing and look forward every day to seeing what more I can learn from you. Well, thank you, Carl. With watching your videos, I have never seen any kind of a business sign. Ooh, there's a hint. Please accept this sign I put together for you. This is how I see Black Bear Forge. Please continue to be a teacher and a mentor like you have become to me. Well, I think there's a pretty good chance of that, Carl. I have no plans on going anywhere in the near future. Well, I'm going to take a vacation, but we'll be back in the shop after the vacation. So let's see what Carl has sent. This is very intriguing. Nicely packaged. We have a nice, yep, goes this way. We have some nice cut letters and a fabricated frame with a bear and a bear paw over here on this side. That's a very nice sign, Carl. I think I'll hang this either on the shop door if it fits properly. If not, I'll hang it out on the front of the shop where it can be seen by anybody coming up to the shop. Even though most of you haven't seen any other sign, I have lately had a high school student that has been coming to the shop for some mentoring as part of a high school class project. And he had access to a laser cutter, and he just gave me a sign of a similar theme, but done a little bit differently. So now I have two signs. One of them is hanging up inside the shop. So I would also like to thank Drew for the sign that he had made for the shop. And this one I will hang up outside the shop. But I really appreciate the thought, Carl. This sign's going to look great hanging outside the shop, and it just adds to the character of the shop in general. It adds to my pleasure coming to the shop when I start seeing things like the sign, the little knife somebody sent me to open the mail with, or the chest handles on the tool drawers. It really makes it more fun to come to the shop sometimes when you see these things from people who care about you and care what you're doing and appreciate the help that you're putting out there. So thank you, Carl. I'll get this hung up this afternoon. Now, I made a brief comment that at some point this summer I was going to take a vacation, and that's absolutely true. It's not going to be right away, but the timing isn't all that important. Just be aware that if suddenly videos seem to be a little more spaced out, maybe they're not coming out every day, but every other day, or maybe even every third day, that there's probably nothing major going on in the shop or in my life other than the fact I took some time off. Yesterday I actually took some time off and went for a hike. I haven't done that in years. It was spectacular. I may try to do that some more just to do fun stuff for me and something that's good for my health, because I really could stand to get out and walk a little bit more. So if the videos slow down a little bit in the summer, that isn't a sign that I'm giving up or that I'm going to quit doing videos or that I don't care about you folks out there that are watching and supporting the channel. It's just that I have a lot of other stuff on my plate for the summer, and I'm going to try and do other things. But if they're interesting things, I may video those as well, and that's the kind of stuff that'll show up on that second channel, the Off Topic with John Switzer channel. That'll be where you get to see a little bit of the countryside if I go on a hike or if I take a vacation to someplace interesting, and I think people might be interested in a little bit of it. Don't worry, you're not going to just see slideshows of my summer vacation. But as always, I hope you found this video interesting. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you haven't done so already, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button down there. Feel free to stick around, watch a few of the other videos, share the videos with your friends, but then make time in your day to get out to your shop, make something, but stay safe, wear your safety glasses, and we'll see you for the next one. Thanks again.